California teens went to their high school last week, the American flag displayed on their clothing. The day was May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. A school administrator told the boys to take off the shirts or go home. They opted to go home, and the controversy heated up from there, as seen at the school board meeting earlier this week.
I want to see the principal and the vice principal fired, or you will face legal action.
All right. It's an emotional issue. Did it get the kind of coverage that it deserved?
Yeah, the media should have been asking the question, why is the school in the United States of America observing a battle between Mexico and France? The Supreme Court has ruled that burning the American flag is legitimately protected speech, but wearing it on a T-shirt is not? How come the reporters aren't asking that? Why are you laughing?
Well, of all the issues you could find in that story,
yeah,
celebrating Cinco de Mayo seems to me to be about the
It's not America, for heaven's sakes. This is the United States.
Let's go eat burritos together sometime, okay? Believe me, we have a very diverse culture here, and we can celebrate a lot of stuff. That's not the issue. I mean, listen, there's pandering on both sides of this, right? It's a symbolically potent issue. Nobody has clean hands on it. The kids did it to make a point. The school administrators did it for their other point. It's grown-ups acting stupid.
So you're saying that the kids who wore the American flag
to make a point
are culpable for doing something wrong?
They did something to poke a finger in their classmate's eye. They probably have a right to do it, but it's not a very sweet thing to do.
So I'm just fascinated by this moral equivalence. A principal violates their constitutional rights, and the kids express their constitutional rights, and in your mind, they're both equally bad.
Here's a good theory to start with. Why don't we be nice to each other, kids?
Can we all
Let's be
get along?
That's
very nice.
But is it so evil to wear the American flag?
You have a right to do it. You have a right to do it. Okay.
Gee,
so what have you proved?
Well, here's what Roger Ebert...
You're a patriot?
Roger
Poke your
Ebert...
finger in the eye on their big day.
Roger Ebert, the film critic who is known for his liberal point of view, tweeted thusly: "Kids who wear American flag T-shirts on 5th of May should have to share a lunch table with those who wear a hammer and sickle on the 4th of July." Is that kind of language helpful, Judy?
Well, I think this is the best argument I've heard for school uniforms. Don't give anybody a choice. Let's go back to having a democratic, small d playing field. Everybody wears the same thing, and we won't have these problems.
Isn't this effectively the school clamping down on free speech, though? And if so, I mean, you know, the defenders of the First Amendment ought to be...
Sure, you think they'd be all... Look, this whole issue began in 1969 when the Supreme Court in the Tinker versus Des Moines decision said that kids have a right to wear protest uniforms against the Vietnam War. And then the mainstream media said, oh, this is great. We all know that all protest will always be against the evil conservative establishment. Now they've discovered there's kind of a counter-establishment of conservatives protesting liberals, and of course we can't allow that.
No. That sums it up. Can't add anything to that. That's good. I'll bet the T-shirts though are made in China.
Alice is going to be very busy.
They have a right. They have a right to do it, but let's also be nice. How about that?
Let's be nice.
Thank you, Rodney King.
But is that really a big? Should that really be a big media issue with everything going on today? Should we really be focusing on this?
Look, when as Michelle Malkin has been the only journalist that I can think of has been courageous enough to regularly run photographs of maps of America with Mexico re-annexing California and Texas and so on. Those things never get, nobody complains about those. Nobody says, oh, that's a violation of anything, because there's not. It's free speech.
We'll give them California if they'll take on the job.
The media would be interested in what the real Reconquista agenda is, and they're not.
I am not turning to Michelle for ethnic understanding, I'm afraid.
Alice will defend to the death your right to say it.